Hello. Everybody, welcome. Oh, I always do this. Uh, sorry, I got distracted. Okay, so start again. Start again. Welcome. No, hello. Everybody, welcome. Rose just like investigator. Hello, huh? Huh. Everybody, welcome. Rose just like investigator. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Something happening. It's a little, guys. This is like such a we. Okay, this is like. How do I even say this? So I went out today, like went out meaning running errands, normal day. Then there's like like this storm that's going on right now. It's crazy. It's sort of like it feels like, sometimes it feels like it's the end of the world. It's so dark now. It's supposed to be light out still, but it seems like midnight, and it's like a huge storm, and it's thunder, and it's like suddenly, like not suddenly, but it was like it was really humid. So you know how like times like this, they have to change. You know what I mean? Who knows? You know a storm is coming, but the storm is like, wow, scary, like truly scary. So it's distracting to hear the thunder. That crazy thunder like that. It's like, well, not normal. No, not normal. I think no, not normal, not normal. So so it's very strange. Okay, seriously, how that is. Okay, okay. So let's see here. Okay, so let's see. One sec. I don't know if the thing went out. Did it go out? Sorry, I'm just checking here if I almost honestly worry if like something like this could disrupt the live stream. You know what I mean? Like just so you know, because the electricity, I was almost like ready for the electricity to go down or like the internet to go down or something. Sometimes it happens. Okay, I got a message here. Okay, so so 1 second. Just 1 second. So okay, so guys, okay, I just so sorry. I like somebody wrote. I'm just concerned here. I just want to make sure I sent to people. So just so you know, okay, I just quickly like an update. I sent to like there's a group of maybe 10 or 12 people, something like that. That I explained this yesterday, but just so you know, um, there for some reason I don't really understand how it works. Okay, when you join Patreon, there's two tiers basically now. Okay, there's one called there's something called no tier. So because I used to, up to now, basically, I gave access to everyone to every post. This was never an issue, but now, okay, I'll just say back in the day, like 18 months ago, there was a tier that was like $1 tier, and that's the one that I'm basically like. It was like a leg, I didn't delete it at the time, which is something I realize now. Maybe I don't know. It's confusing. It could be confusing. Um, I should have done or something, but it was like it's anyway. So I wanted to delete that, and then people like so then when I did that, it created a it's not a big deal. Okay, so basically, if you haven't heard from me, then if you haven't received an email, you're totally fine. So the point that I'm making is that for some reason I don't quite like I said I don't know how it works. The people that join, some people didn't choose a tier, they just joined. I don't understand why. It's just a Patreon thing. So what happens is now that when I send out an email, I choose the tiers. I used to just say everybody, okay, and the people that are not on this list, then the post gets unlocked within a day. But the point that I'm making is that some of you, I saw, I looked on the thing, it says like look at the no tier people, something like that, okay, and there are some names, but it just means that for some of you, sometimes it could mean that, for example, you try to go on Patreon, it says that you have to be on this whatever tier, even though you make the contribution the same. It's just that it's an internal thing, okay? And I don't have I don't have the ability to change your tier. But if it just, you'll find that you'll know about it if you can't open something. If it says like if a post is locked, and it's, that's why. And so anyway, so if you ever have problems, seriously guys, with this Patreon thing, just email me, okay, and I'll call you, explain. It's not really a big deal. It's just that I had to tell you because I was afraid of this happening, that you couldn't enter the thing. Okay, sorry. So I'm finishing the cards here, but you know what I'm saying. It's not a huge deal. It's just I communicated that I don't do it very much. Those like those communication about Patreon things or whatever. But that's it. Okay, so that's it. That's the whole thing that happened. It was like started to, I alerted people that I was going to delete the dollar thing. I found this out about the no tier people that they're not on the, that did not contribute more like $5 and up, but still were no tier. So it has nothing. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do. It's just like a minor, very minor things. It's just like if you have any issues accessing certain posts, just email me, okay, and I'll figure out from my end. Okay, okay. So I hope it answers. Okay, I guess Karen wrote to me here, but I haven't had a chance. Okay, I haven't had a chance to. I was starting to email her, but I'm gonna do the live stream, but I'll email you, Karen. Okay, so okay, so 1 second here. Okay, so share. Okay, okay, so. Oh yeah, so guys, okay, so so by the way, sorry, I'm going to concentrate here. So 1 second. You know what? Just see here. Okay, so okay, just so okay. Okay, sorry, 1 second. Just will be just a technical thing here for some of you. Okay. Okay, so okay. Okay, so anyway, so there's no problem. Okay, it's just that is, I'm sorry, it's a confusing, complicated thing. Anyway, sorry. Okay, I'm back on. It's not complicated. It's not a big. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Okay, it's a very simple thing, and I wanted to say, those of you who have this issue with, if you can't access the post, I would, email me and I'll set up a time to, either go over it with you, like explain that, it's a technical thing. You just have to select a little button thing. That's all. It's really all it is. Okay. You don't have to change your payment or anything like that. It's just that. I don't understand how it happened, but it happened. So, okay. Sorry about that. Okay. I mail a couple times about that, but don't worry about it. Okay. So just email me if you have issues. Just email me and I'll set up a time so I could help you with this, setting it up. It's just a pressing little button. Okay. Okay. So anyway, so I'm ready here again. Sorry for the distraction here. Okay. Okay. So all right. So all right. So let me close. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So now. Okay. So let me go back here to the post of today. Okay, guys. So anyway, sorry, it's like, it's a little confusing sometimes. This whole thing is, making changes, managing these things is interesting. Interesting. It's just sometimes it makes no sense. Okay, so okay, so here we are today. All the Let's go back to the post. Okay, for today. Okay, so so um so Okay, oh my God. Okay, so just here quickly, guys. Okay, so today, interesting. Okay, guys, I don't know. Just going back to, let me go back to the vibe of the situation today. It's so crazy. Okay, I really feels like, that's why I think I'm a little bit like, whoa, what the hell's going on? It feels like this, this time of like, there's so much. It's truly like darkness, like of this time. But I think this too shall pass. But I was like, oh, it looks like the world is ending. Interesting. Fine, fine, interesting. Okay, so anyway, so here I'm gonna ask for protection, and then I'll start. Okay, I like to ask for protection. Beautiful red light, huh, coming on top of my head. As I breathe in, I fill my lungs. As I breathe out, I create a circle. I create a circle. I step into it. Step into it. I feel connected. I step into it. I feel connected. Step into it. I feel protected. I like to ask that informations come only from the highest sources. That it create the good and only the good. The good for the good people. Good for the good people. Okay, here I have a rosary. Just in case, little more protection here. Okay, never hurts. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's get started, guys. Okay, so okay. Okay, so okay, 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 guys. Sorry, I'm like so let me ask you here. Okay, good question. So why is it this rain and the thunder? It's so scary. It's all very dark outside. It should not be dark. What is going on? Is this? It feels sometimes like it feels apocalyptic. To be honest with you, is it, or is this is summer? A lot of things are changing. Just like, I see, guys, this like this big piece of land, the kind of thing, old patterns are crumbling down. So sometimes it's it's a big change. So it's just, they're saying, they're saying you're feeling it, and you're all feeling, everybody's feeling it, like guys, what it feels like. Even though obviously we see this evil, this administration, it really doesn't feel like it feels like it's over. They're fighting, but it's, to me, it feels like it's over. It's just we're dealing with this last, you know what I mean? And it is very scary to be at this time, to be doing, not to be doing this, but to be alive at this time. You know what I mean? Like, it is truly, it's scary, not in the sense of fear, but it's just like you see the change happening before our eyes, and we're dealing with things that they're so like, it's just unfathomable that we have this guy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So it's very scary. Okay. So you know what? I'm gonna, guys. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna reopen this thing. Sorry about that. I'm gonna do the thing again. I'm gonna make this whole thing open. Because you know what? This whole post, because it's too complicated. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it person by person. I'm gonna contact each one of you so you can have a call so we can arrange this. Okay, to explain, because I think there's too many technical problems there with this Patreon thing. Okay, so for now, okay, so it's on, it's open. So okay, all right. So okay, so now, so let me go. So that was okay. That was always a little stressful sometimes. Okay, so guys, what a weird time. What a weird time. So can you believe, I'm just reading here the questions? Okay, the stuff I wrote earlier. Can you believe the whole thing with Ghislaine, whatever her name is? Can you believe it? The fact that I don't watch anything that Trump is, whenever he's on, I don't watch anything, but I watched the clip afterwards. A journalist asked him directly. He said, she's in prison. Apparently she has information on powerful men. What do you think? I forgot the question, but he said, I wish her well. Really? Yeah, I knew her. I mean, I met her a few times. And guys, that she recruited one girl who became the main witness against her at Mar-a-Lago. We know that. So it's like, wow, can you imagine? This is the president. And guys, I'm not even making like a moral judgment or anything like that. It's more about criminal judgment. Out of all the people, many other commenters have said, okay, that out of all the people that, of all the people that you could have said something nice about, he's saying that, that, I'm sorry, but that woman, guys, what the hell? Okay, like, I mean, seriously, you're trying to win a presidency, you're going to be supporting Ghislaine, whatever her name is. Okay. Okay. So, oh my God, it's too much. Okay. So, okay. So anyway, so here, let's go here. Okay. All right. So, and then guys, this is amazing. Michael Cohen, can you believe it? This is like, so how these things have changed. So Michael Cohen is suing the DOJ and Barr, and the ACLU is on his side. Okay. He's helping this lawsuit. Okay. It's crazy. That's, but that's happening. Okay. So it's just, okay. Okay. So anyway, so let's keep doing this, guys. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so all right. Sorry, the comments that I'm checking the message, make sure that you guys can go in and stuff. Okay, so so okay, so let's get started. I already did, sorry. Oh, like so many places. Okay, going back here to the questions. Okay, so as I was saying, Michael Cohen sues Barr, DOJ. And then, okay, did you see this? The Ohio GOP leader arrested for bribery. Okay. And then the whole thing, Biden now, he's pointing fingers at Ron Johnson, which is a wonderful thing. Okay, finally. Okay, it's a great thing. That let's find out, this is a guy who has all the, is pushing the lies about Ukraine and stuff like that. And then Twitter taking down QAnon accounts. Okay. So it's all very interesting. Okay, guys, it's all very interesting. Oh, and then we want to talk about what's going on with is like the protests, the propaganda and the truth and all of those. It's really like, this is like, how they're pushing this imagery. I think, they really want, it's like they're fighting us. They're fighting the population. It's very sad, guys. It really is. But we cannot, we're going to continue. Okay. Okay. So, all right. Okay. Okay. So let's start here. Okay. So I just one question. What is going on today that there's like, I feel this, like, I think, is it the storm or what is this disruption like in general? What is it? Yeah, they're saying it's a transition to a new time, and it's like a lot of distraction, but just it's almost like if there, guys, it shows like if there's an earthquake, just it's almost like we're living through an earthquake, really. And just keep your feet to the ground and breathe, because it's like you open your eyes and it's very scary. Okay, this whole thing is very, very scary, honestly. Okay. Okay. So yeah, very, very strange. Okay, so let's say you hear more. Okay, so okay, yeah, it's really weird, guys. It's like I can't even tell you. It's so scary outside there. I'm like, okay, so yeah, so there. I'm asking for myself. I have a question for me. I need a question, spirits. So spirits, what do I do here with the crazy darkness? What is the what's going on? How do I protect? How? Yeah, it's like, what's it? What is it? After the dark comes the lightness. Okay, so it's just saying that yes, we're going through this, all of this, but eventually it will clear out, like the sky clears out after a storm. After, there's a rainbow after the storm. Yeah, hope so. Hope rainbow sounds nice. Unicorn, maybe. So okay, so, so guys, yeah, it's like, can you imagine, what it's feeling, what is weird to me is like, finally, we're getting very close to the reality, the truth. Like, guys, how, like, remember how I remember like maybe it was a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, even doing readings about Epstein and how Epstein and Trump and how Trump is talking about Ghislaine Maxwell in a press conference. Can you imagine? Like, this is crazy. Like, but that's the truth. This is the reality of what he has lived. This is how he lives. This is his world. Okay, this is his world, and now, this is the world that this is his world. Okay, and this is like all coming to the surface, and then we're looking at the senator who is the Ron Johnson, what I mean? It's all of it that we know the guy, those people are doing treason. We know they're like connected to human trafficking, but now it's all like, it's like a resurfacing. Everything was under the surface and now it's up. So that's, guys, it contributes to this, you know what I mean? Like, okay, is that okay? So what is in the air? Tell me about the energy in the air, okay, and how it can change this energy in the air. There's and darkness. It really feels. I don't know. Rebecca, she wrote to me just now. She said she feels it also, but I feel it, guys. This like weird thing in the ether almost. Not just because of the thunderstorm, but really this thing. Okay, what is so? How can we transform? How can I transform this energy today? Yeah, it's like it's like fear is like this thing that it's like they really want to scare you and see if you look away. You can't, you have to keep looking. Just don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. They want to create smoke and mirrors, so you don't really look at what's going on. I show this image of like a monster. Okay, but it's like, don't get scared. Just stand in the light. Stand in the light always and say, it's like, if I'm with spirit, who's against me? Nobody. Nobody's against me. If I'm with Jesus, who's against me? Nobody. No, it's not that you have to be religious, but you know what I'm saying, that kind of thing. Okay. So this is that. Okay. And you guys, it's giving me a very interesting image. This is like such a bizarre thing, but this is a TMI, personal informations. So as you know, I grew up in Brazil, and my father's side of the family is Portuguese, okay? And Portuguese culture um is all about the sea, and like because the the golden era of Portugal was around when they discovered the Americas. You know what I mean? Like, the Brazil was a colony of Portugal, but all their culture and literature, and a lot of it has to do with travel. It has to do with like the sadness of like being this, braving new worlds and taking this. Imagine like back in those days, the Europeans, they just took these huge ships and discovered new lands, and it was like supposedly horrible. They would have horrible illnesses because they didn't have, back in those days, they didn't know what was causing it. It was like because they weren't eating, there was no, what was it, the thing they put in salt, they didn't have that, so they would get got, there's all kinds of things that they got in this horrible travels, very, crazy. But then they found, and then they brought, they brought slavery and those horrible things, but still they took a risk and they traveled in the new worlds. They had, they took the risk, and the travels were scary, but if anything, guys, it led to new eras. We moved, this was like around the Renaissance, right? And we created a whole, essentially a whole new course for civilization in some way. Okay, there was a lot of pain. There was, like I said, it's not that I'm like, oh, slavery, like, there was slavery, there were horrible things, but still there was a big change from, let's say, the Middle Ages to the Renaissance. And that's what it feels like to me, like that dramatic, something like the Renaissance. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like that. Obviously the Renaissance was very different for obvious reasons, but that, it feels like a huge shift in a huge landmark. A huge, not even landmark, doesn't make sense. Like, the amount of change that we're going to see is going to be like that, from or after the French Revolution. You know what I mean? Something, not even, but to me it feels like that. Like, when you look at history books, there's these big chunks of time, like around the Renaissance, and then the French Revolution, and then the 20th century, right? It feels this big. Okay, so that is what we are sensing, I think, is this change, okay, in the air. Okay, so so this is it. Okay, so this is why. Okay, so they're saying it's part of change. And they're saying here, it's sort of like, when it's like, you don't understand this, right? Okay, it's saying, if you are, as a person, go through life, and you take risks, it's very unstable. You don't know a lot of things, but you have a clarity in your mind of where you're going, so you go. Okay, so similarly here, the one thing, but this is a societal thing that is not about what we choose, right? It's like, it's bigger than us. So it's just focus on the vision of seeing through it, because these times are really truly crazy. It's almost like we have no idea what's going on. We understand what's going on, but it's hard to, like, get to this even keel level. Okay, you know what I mean? It's hard to get to this, like, to stable, it's almost like we're traveling, we never get to the sea. It's like, it's exhausting. We try to find stability. This is like a normal, there's this concept, guys, in medicine, of homeostasis. Okay, the idea that the body is all no idea, it's true. The body is always looking for a specific balance. This is why how we stay alive. We need balance. Anything from calcium to iron levels to it's all about the balance. If we're off balance in a lot of nutrients or in and like even oxygen in our bodies, like it thinks it's very hard. So we're always trying to look for a balance, and we don't seem to find it because things never stop being it's like the ground has shifted and it's hard. So that's why I say it's always hard now. Just look inside. That's why, guys, I remember telling you this before, like, oh, just look inside. But now now I feel like we really are in it, like we're in the middle of the storm. You know what I mean? Doesn't it feel like that? I feel like that. It's we're in the middle of this storm, and it's really, I don't mean to. It's not. I don't want to scare you with this. Like it was worse than ever. It's even crazier. It gets crazier and crazier. But it's this shift. This shift in. We also is saying how they're preparing. Say they say what's happening is you're preparing the ground. You're preparing the ground for the revelations, like the truth coming, really coming out. And once it's saying once this stuff is out, then I see this image of the feet on, like putting the feet on the ground, and then people see what it is, because there's so much disinformation to stop the truth from being observed. Okay, so this is interesting. Okay, so that's why. So guys, okay, is it okay? I went a little off topic now. I went off topic. But it's just I thought it was interesting. Okay, it's just because I was feeling it so much. I needed to understand what is happening here. Huh? It's just that it's this time that we're experiencing. Okay, it's in the air. It's this, you know. I know it's I close my eyes, not even close my eyes, just seeing here the comparison is like, the whole thing of they say that the 60s ended when uh the Rolling Stones concert. Is it in There was one concert where the Hells Angels attacked some people, and it was like that's when the 60s went from peace and love to like the really dark era. So that's the same vibe I get too. The sort of like it's not even dystopian. It's like when but I think what's happening to us is like we're having the opposite. It's like going just as in the 60s it was like all peace and love and all these things, all these idealism, and then like it got really dark at the very end. And then now it's the opposite. It's like it's really, really dark now, but it's gonna get to this better era afterwards. Okay. That's what I think. Okay. So this feels better now. I feel like more grounded. You know what I'm saying? It feels more, more you know, more. Anyway, it's telling me, even like showing me like drinking the juices, because I told you I've been drinking juices. I mean, I have other food too and stuff, and I'm becoming a little bit more, slightly more vegetarian. But it's saying like that's is why you're doing this. It's like your body, everything. It's like everybody's kind of getting rid of things that don't, they don't serve us in a deeper. Everybody's kind of being drawn to like examine things in your life and in your past that you don't really need. And it's almost like nature is like centrifugating faster, and like the stuff that doesn't belong here, it's going. So it's like this energy of the breakup of of events and things. Okay. 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 So okay, so this is interesting. Okay, now Audrey comment. Let's start with that. Audrey commented something about the governors and the whole thing with the states. And let's even though this was like towards the end that I had listed here, let's go to this right because it's very fresh. What is up with this story of Trump sending? Now he wants to go to Chicago. They want to create this. I feel like, again, it's part of it is true what they're doing is, but it's very, in a sort of limit, sort of like a limited area to create the footage to put in those like right wing media thing, and to say that, oh my God, look at those cities, they're out of control, and stuff like that. Okay, so what's going on here? What's up with their plan? First of all, let's look at Chicago, because we know that there's it's always like that he lives that when it's a female mayor and she's African American. Okay, perfect. He loves those the people that he loves to attack. Okay, so what's going on with that? What is going on with Chicago and the whole thing of these troops he wants to send there? What's going on? Are the Will the federal government be sued and pushed out of the city? What's going to happen? Guys, I see again, I was listening, I think it was on MSNBC or a podcast or something. They were saying that the DHS, the one thing that they do theoretically that they're allowed to do is to protect federal buildings. So then I see that they try to get those, I told you, provocateurs, like the people that are actually right wing, like people that are infiltrated in legitimate protests to go to, let's say, go to a federal building, right? And then they will try to have these people kind of like do something more violent or attack something or throw something, as a means to start, like it's a fake provocation, okay, to do that. And they're gonna try, it's like, guys, but to me it feels very controlled and very small. Actually, it's just that they have all these cameras and they have all of this, and they change and they create this like destruction and distraction. Okay, so next, so but what is, are they gonna succeed in doing that? Yeah, I see, guys, that first of all, that it's gonna be quiet, like that. I don't know if the mayor is gonna be, or the community gonna be like, that's not, don't go there, don't. But then I see that there's gonna be, I see then this move like a big push away, pushing them away legally, but also like arresting them. The people, those soldiers, guys, they're doing something. It's a legal order, essentially. Okay, they can't really do that. And so if they go ahead and then do, it's, guys, that's sedition. I think, you know what it is? It's a sedition. It's like this, they're pretending to be, it's almost, these people are supposed to be like immigration, isn't it? Immigration, these are immigration police or whatever they call it. Okay, this is not their job. And you can't just like, it's basically, it's a militia in some way that is doing the job of like, it's like impersonating law enforcement. Okay, so they can't do that. So what happens is they are stopped, and they're, guys, the number, this is what I was saying, the number of these, these armies or militias, whatever you call it, it's small. Okay, so they can be easily, I think they can be easily arrested. Okay, and this is, and I don't want to scare you, of course, but this is how, how Trump was always like, oh, there's going to be a civil war or something like that. This is their dream, is to make, to create like, oh, look at the, first it was they couldn't do this. Have you noticed Trump is not even talking about Mexicans anymore? It used to be Mexicans, oh, Mexicans. Now it's Democrats. This is like they're going against their own population. Okay, but I don't think it's gonna, I don't get a feeling, guys, I don't think it's gonna work. They have a big plan, like they, in their minds, they see like action movies. Okay, but I don't feel like it's gonna work. I don't feel like it's gonna work. Okay, that's just my sense. But do they want this chaos? Yes. Do they want distraction? Yes. Do they want to blame like the Democrats or whoever? Yes. Okay. So, but I think it, and I also feel, guys, it's actually quite sad here that there are some legitimate activists that are actually driven to be going to these places as well. And like, there's a trap, it's a trap for all these, you know what I mean? It's just like I said, they're going to find these buildings, they're going to find the people that are the provocation people, and they're going to be like, oh, just doing this, and then, so that they have like an excuse to do something. And it's just like the whole thing is just it's a lie. Everything is a lie about it. Okay, everything about it is just to create a scary situation. Okay, and to be like, oh, look, be careful, Democrats are terrible, they're terrible. Yeah. I don't trust them. No, trust Trump. Trump is in charge. Yeah, Trump, trust him. Think about, imagine, and this is okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna address a question here that Ellen had emailed me, had messaged me from Patreon. She said, she asked, she had a question. She asked if, how Trump pardoned people like the guy from the Navy who had done a war atrocities. Remember, he pardoned those people. Okay, she asked me, are these people the ones behind, who are coordinating or behind these things? And I can look into this quickly, but the answer I feel like I already know. What he did with that is he encouraged the behavior that is like terrorist-like behavior, right? He said, if you do something crazy, I'm okay with it. If you cross the line, I'll be pardoning you. So I think it's not that those people, they're not really that powerful on their own. It's not that these people are the ones behind. Who is behind it? It's Trump and Barr, okay, basically. But what I mean to say is that when he pardoned those people, that was her question. I don't think, no, are they? No, they're not behind. But he wants, in other words, he wants the base or whoever to idealize those people, the ones who tortured others, who did some, the war crimes. So yeah, look at them, great. It's to encourage those guys, those radical people who have a tendency to be radicalized. These are the, we were talking about also the guy who killed killed the judge's son. The same thing. It's those types of people who listen to him, or like who want to do crazy radical things. They listen, and it works on them. Okay, so it's kind of like what they call the meat to the base, or it's more. It's just guys. I'm sorry to say this is so crazy, but you know how like we see like Al Qaeda or whatever, they were like these, what do you call them? Not priests. There's a name for it, like some sort of religious person. So-called religious person. So similarly, Trump had the rule, like okay. It's almost like he's like Osama bin Laden in a way. He says something, and they're like, "Oh, he said it, the prophet or something." You know how that was, how that is, how whatever like the guy says, everybody like he, you know what I mean? They're more brainwashed than other people into believing like, except that the guy is president. You know what I mean? That's the danger. He's president. So so that's the story. He wants to radicalize those people, and he kind of, something like a whispers, it feels like to me. Okay, so now, really, let's go here. Okay, so that's that. Are they going to, okay, Chicago? I just feel like it deflates. I just think it deflates. Okay, and I think it could be that the next, whichever city he goes to, I think they could arrest them. Okay, arrest those people, not the protesters, but the people impersonating the police or whatever these people are. Okay, and then it would be like a court battle. Okay, to let that happen. I don't think they're gonna come to New York. No, and I don't know that, they're a little. I don't know, guys. I told you before. I do think that Oregon, it has a mix. It is a very progressive city, but there's some white. So it's like a white supremacist kind of place in some small areas over there. So they have some sort of backup. Okay. So okay, now I just want to say something else. Also, I think it was again watching the news. Somebody was saying on the news that those the people who work for the DHS, the ones who are trained, a lot of times they are private contractors. Okay, which obviously people thought, oh, you connect immediately to Eric Prince. But guys, it's I believe it's illegal to have a private army. You know how the thing about Blackwater, there was a Eric Prince thing, is that it worked abroad. Okay, but you technically cannot have an army for hire inside the U.S. to go after U.S. citizens. It's not how it is. Okay, you can't do that. So are they? Yeah, I think, and guys, this is what it's bringing back something that at the very beginning of the Trump administration, there were some articles about how Bannon went to the military and asked the military to hire Eric Prince's, armies or whatever to work there, whatever. And the armies, the military said no for obvious reasons, right? So, but it would be abroad. I don't think you can do this here. Okay, it's like, and it's just it's an illegal thing. Essentially, what Trump is doing, it's for propaganda reasons, and he did with everything that he does. It's about checking how far he could go. And what we have to do, especially the Democratic places, is to get the law on their backs. Okay, just stop it. Okay, just put limits for him. Okay. Okay, so now let's see the cards. What's going to happen with this thing where he's, going into the cities and doing these things? Okay, what is up? What is going on here? And I see, guys, Trump, he's so angry. He wants revenge as usual. If something quote unquote bad happens to him, he wants to find a scapegoat. And I think he hates obviously hates Democrats because we put limits. Okay, and that's it. He is just whoever. He's like, whatever. I don't care what happens to them. Let's, like, he wants spectacle. Okay, to see, not just because not because he needs to be reelected, also, but because he's an sociopath. Like, he likes to, oh yeah, they're gonna suffer. They're scared. That's the thing. Okay, okay. So let's see here. Okay, so what's going on with them? What's going on with What's going on with it? Like with these, the plan to invade more cities. Okay, okay. So what's gonna happen here? Guys, it's so weird is like I try, obviously I try to like the question, the question is very specific, right? But what it comes up is always lately, whenever the answer for this is really that he's doing all of this as a means to find this like a distraction for the media for what is happening out behind the scenes. This is something quietly or behind the scenes quietly, and this is in public, okay? And this is especially with Trump, he's bound by so many issues. It could also mean prison, and then something happening here swiftly, quickly, okay? And then now here's the public will be talking about the deaths here or his ending, okay? So, but what I feel like that whatever comes out that is compromising for him could lead to his end, a swift end. So, and it could also, this in some ways could be the coronavirus, but I don't think it is necessarily. I think it's more about the crimes that he's involved in and how he wants to change the subject. So if he creates, guys, everything for him is perception and soap operas. Like he created soap opera of horror of like the military, then he feels like the public is not going to be talking about the thing that really scares him, which is the truth about who he is. Okay. So you see what I'm saying? So it's almost like he creates this distraction as at the exact same time as his own secrets are being, oh my God, stuff is falling. The stuff is being unveiled. Okay. So that it makes perfect sense. Okay. From this perspective, like he needs a distraction. So let's find this thing and we're going to travel we're going to do outrageous things. We're going to do crazy things so that the media is going to be talking about it. Look, baby, something new, big money. Yeah, the White House. Okay, so this is the stuff is breaking about his money, and he needs. That's what guys. It's like, yes, it's about he's being authoritarian. Yes, it's all of this, but for him, the authoritarian thing is more about like movies and illusion than it is about, obviously he has changed, he has done some horrible things, but to him it's more about all he cares about is what television says. Okay. So it's funny, these two cards came up together first. This is a money losses, okay, and exposing the enemies. So again, his bankruptcy, right? We talked about it. Look, the reconciliation, this card came up about accounting, so the money doesn't add up, essentially, right? And look, the legal fight. Okay, so the legal fight about money is going to expose the fact that his finances don't add up. You know what I mean? Like it's like I'm sure they'll figure out that his money, it's not like, okay, he uses his business as a front for something else. That the money, this is why the lack of reconciliation, you see what I'm saying, is like it doesn't really, like the money that's in the books comes from somewhere else, not his business. Okay, you see what I'm saying? He has a lot of shady bank transactions that have nothing to do with the sale of apartments or buildings or anything like that. That he claims to be a real estate developer, but it's not exactly that. Okay, it's more like he's a money launderer more than anything. Okay, so oh look, the military, exactly this. Okay, so yeah, look, the military and discovery of money. So this is kind of interesting. Okay, really, and the person drinking here, I have Kool-Aid for you. Give you some Kool-Aid. I have here Kool-Aid. You have it? I'm thirsty. I need it. I need a little. So you see, it's very interesting here how it works. Okay, that as this stuff is coming out, he brings the not the actual military, but those those people with guns, to hide the fact that it's he thinks that if he could be okay, they're gonna go see. Well, let's get some explosions, some big things like that. Yeah, just change the subject. I know. Come on, you can't change the subject, right? You can. Let's do it. Okay, so like like what I mean. So this is it. Okay. So this is like, okay, but ISF posted something, but I just wanted to say, she's like, oh, they're taking over. That's not the same, guys. Okay, I want you to know this. I know it's like it goes by the dictated playbook, and I know that we have a lot of examples in history of this, but it's different. The reason why it's different here is because the military here is not with it. They found some random like fake army thing, it can't be stopped, in other words, okay? But he's doing it as a means to distract. That is what I want you to think about, okay? Like, don't, like I said, I've said many times, don't go by like, oh, it's gonna be like, no, they're not gonna do that here. They're trying, but they're not going to do that. Okay, this is not Belarus, guys. It's a very different situation, not just financially, but also contextually. Belarus is right next to Russia, okay, and it's very hard. They were trying to like resist, okay, the Russians trying to meddle in their elections but it's very hard over there. It's very hard because they're right next to them. Okay, this is not the same. And like I said, I'm not gonna, it's like on the one hand you need to know what's going on, but on the other hand, I'm telling you here, pay attention to them. I'm telling you that this is not the same. I'm telling you that it's a perception thing, that he wants to look like he's powerful. And now, guys, let me tell you something. No, in Brazil, in the 60s, there was a military dictatorship, and I'll tell you the difference. The difference is that the military dictatorship, the actual military took over. Okay, this is not the case at all. This is like some random army that doesn't even have the right to be doing what they're doing. It is not the same. It's not that many people, guys. This is what I'm trying to tell you here, okay? And so like I said, don't buy into fear. Don't get like, oh my God, this is it. No, stop this, like the mental train of like desperate, this is like turn off the news. And I think that the states are going to stand up against Trump. He's trying to see what he could do. And I think we still have things, we still have ways to stop it. Okay, this is different. This is not like Trump getting away with, like, I'm as you could see, I am not that worried. I know that this is like horrible, that it has to be stopped, but you will be stopped. Okay, what I'm trying to tell you is from history, from even my experience growing up in Brazil. If you had the actual military involved, that would be a different story. But this is not the case. The American military is completely against this and is against Trump. These are just some random people doing sedition, okay? This is what you should know. Historically, there's a very different context here, okay? So the very important difference here is that the American military is 100% against it, okay? So they can't have the military do it. If they were able to do that, that would be a very different story. But they already drawn the line in the sand. They can't do it, okay? You know what I mean? Okay. So just to give you and that's but this is the thing. It's like if you watch those things, you're like, oh my God, it's not the same at all. Okay, they're just trying to kind of like arm the few random radicals like that, like not random radicals, not the case. Barr and here are behind it, but it's a very different context. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. It's very different. So you keep that in mind. Even though he wants to send people to Chicago and everything, but it's not the same. And that is a very important difference. Okay, this is a very important difference. Okay, so okay, 1 second. Okay, so that's why always remember that the military is not on Trump's side. This is huge, guys. This is huge because even like, yeah, I'm not gonna, no need to go into this, okay, too much, but it's not the same. It is just not the same as other situations. Okay, he would like it to be like this, but it's not. That's why the war of perception. And I saw something that Frank Figliuzzi, guys, he posted today. He said, don't let yourself go into outrage fatigue. Don't get into outrage fatigue. It's you know what it is, guys. Is the time of the false prophet presenting illusions as truth. So this is like the weak. I mean, seriously, if you're weak, you buy into it. You have to look beyond it. You have to stop, not get emotional. Okay. And this is what I'm trying to say. I'm not gonna, I feel like now I'm repeating myself, but this is the thing. It's not the same. Okay. So they want to scare the population. They don't create propaganda, but they do not have the same power as other countries when the military took over. It's not the same at all. Okay. And like, just to tell you, like, for example, in Brazil, when the military took over, everybody in the cabinet and the president everybody was military who was in the government, every single person. It's not the same. Okay. First of all, the military, can you imagine like we're in a situation where the military is actually completely one of the only parts of the government that have the ability to say, no, we're not doing it. We're not into it. We're not accepting it. Okay. So this is it. Okay. So okay. Anyway, so next. Okay, so it's clear, right, guys? I hope it's clear. So let's see. Okay, what's gonna happen? Just quickly, what's gonna happen with the governors? There was a guy. Did you see the Pennsylvania Attorney General? What's gonna happen with this thing? Are they gonna be able to stop it? Okay, so just quick, are they gonna be able to stop Trump? The governors? Who's gonna stop? Okay, how is this gonna be stopped? Just quick, because I know, guys, this is on your guys' mind a lot. It's concerning to you. You know what I mean? It is concerning to me, of course, but I just have this other perspective. Okay. You know, it's so weird. It's kind of like I feel like what will really stop Trump is the financial stuff coming out. Okay. Because that's the thing. This is the reason for everything here. Okay. This is the reason for that is behind all of it. Oh, letter. Yeah. Legal. That's right. If there's a legal motion here, it's going to be stop. It's going to stop. There's a man here in private. Okay. So yeah. So kissing ass. You know, I do, guys. This woman here, I wonder. I really do. I really feel like now the whole story of Ghislaine Maxwell. You see, because it was now it makes more sense. Okay, because you see the whole thing he wanted to talk about today was supposed to be coronavirus. Then he talks so openly about Ghislaine Maxwell, which is so shady. Like, well, hello, you know what I mean? Like, who does that? That's crazy. But he is kind of like that's what's on his mind all the time. Okay, and so he needs the cover up, and that's what he's doing. Okay. And since he's the devil, okay, I'm sorry, let's go look. The heart is like usually could be sexual things, okay? So okay, so yeah, guys, you know, the amount of stuff coming to Trump hitting him is very and he knows it, okay? Him and his kids, okay? So look, the stuff with the women, the coronavirus and his family, everybody's actually going down. So he, you know, so this is it. Okay, so look, all the stuff that was private about him is coming out. So he's throwing everything he can at the wall to try to, you know, to remain in power. That's my sense. Okay, so it's not even you see what I'm saying? Like, so nothing. I just don't see anything on his side. The only thing he's good at is propaganda. Okay, so that's what I see. Okay, that's what I see. Okay, so okay, so what should I tell the group here about the situation? Say when you look at the news, you know, let's say you're watching the news, close your eyes, kind of like me, and ask, what is the truth behind this? What is the reason? Because it's saying that Trump, he never does anything. Like it's like it's not that it's not the correct reading. Like, of course, he wants to be authoritarian, but it's not. He's not really, guys. You know, a lot of authoritarians, from Stalin to a lot of other people like that, they had actual goals or plans, or they were gonna. But he doesn't. He wants to hide. He's a criminal who found this authoritarian regime issue thingy, whatever a thing, to be the way he could get away with more. Okay, so that's just it's a means to an end for him. Okay. So interesting. I find it interesting, but it's just okay. So yeah, so that's what it is. Okay. And it's saying the governors, like, they have to issue orders to not allow these people into the cities, and they have to just basically arrest them. They don't, you know what I mean? I'm not too worried. Okay, just don't. I'm not worried. I'm just not worried at all. It's just this war of images. Okay, it's this war of like, oh my god, oh my god. No, the oh my god is his crimes. Okay, so always point at the crimes when you see this stuff. Oh my god, what about his crimes? That's what it's about. Okay, now okay, now connect, guys. Some because Ghislaine, she came up here just now when I was looking at it. Let's skip here to the end and let's keep to the question about her, and then leave the microphone question for next. Okay, so Geraldo Rivera and Trump both wish well to Ghislaine. Why? Really? Why? Okay, we know that, guys, but why? How is he feeling about this whole situation of her? Did you see that guys, I didn't even post it because I thought it was like the one so outrageous. She wanted a gag order. Don't talk about me. She don't want to talk about me. Maybe don't commit crime. Don't commit crime, Tash. Okay. So tell me what was okay. So Trump was asked about that woman during the press conference. Why did he say that? You know, guys, it's so weird. It's like it's kind of like, do you remember the time when Trump went to Helsinki and he was speaking right next to Putin and he had this like, it's almost like an electric shock goes through him and he's like, okay, I better be nice. I have to be nice. I have to be nice. So he's afraid. Like what went through him, like I feel like he felt it in his stomach. Like he's scared of her. He's afraid of her. Trump is afraid of Ghislaine Maxwell. And this is what I think is so ironic, guys, about Trump. I think if you even compare him to Biden, he's so cowardly. He's afraid, he has a lot of fear about being exposed. Okay. So it's kind of ironic that he gestures like he's a strong man. Oh, he's not a strong man at all. He's a coward. Okay. And he's afraid of her. He's very afraid of her. I feel this is the feeling I get from him. He's like, yeah, no, it's gonna be fine. Like he knows, like, oh, he'll do. Yeah, I'm flexible. I'm flexible. Okay, I'm flexible. And it's so weird to me, guys, that he acts like this. And in a weird. Okay, I have a question. So how come Trump? I mean, he's clearly people have dirt on him, and he changes his behavior. Is this why he's so comfortable blackmailing other people, like Lindsey Graham and others? Does it make a difference to him the fact that he not only is he the target of blackmail, but he also does it to others? Why? How does it happen? How does it work? Yeah, guys, it's so weird. He has no limits. Like he's a sociopath, right? He's a narcissist and a sociopath. So the only way he will stop is if you do something that will show who he really is. He doesn't like to come off as a quote unquote bad. Like he doesn't like. So if they show me, if I, if they see it, what's gonna happen? Like he can't accept it. That's his weakness. It's the shame. What is the Trump's biggest weakness? Shame. What is the question that people should ask is what is he ashamed of? That is the big. This is how you take Trump down on a psychological level. What is he ashamed of? Okay. So because guys, he's not ashamed of stealing money from contractors. He's not ashamed of not caring about people dying with COVID. He's not ashamed of a lot of things that a lot of people would be ashamed of or try to hide. What he's really afraid, what is he ashamed of? Okay, what is Trump ashamed of? He's ashamed of not having any, like not having money, or not, how do you say this? This is insane. Like this is the key to a lot of the personalities like him are always trying to create a bigger persona because they think they're so unlovable and disgusting as they are. So they have to hide it, the quote unquote the small person, and that's why they have like a lot of them are very polished and very rehearsed and cold because they are distant from who they really are, and they always try to hide who they are. You know what I mean? Like in the sense that like the vulnerability. Okay, so why does he feel? What is the shame that she could bring? What is the shame that Ghislaine Maxwell could bring? She could tell people how I made my money. She knows how I made my money. It's not even that I had sex with the girls that I could go to prison for. It's more about how I made my money and how I know all about this money thing. Okay, so this is it. Like she knows who he really is, quote unquote. Okay, so she knows. It's kind of like she knows the true story about who he really is. She knows who he really is, like how he's made his money and how, because saying like he created this image of the real estate developer, but in reality he is like a low level mobster person who would rent these apartments or sell apartments so he could get a cut out of like the money laundering, whatever. Okay, that's so he created a persona, but that the persona is not who he really was, and it's not how he really made the money. So interesting, no? Interesting. Okay, now, okay, so this is why. Okay, now why is sorry, why is Geraldo Rivera? Because it's so creepy. Why is he not so nice to her? Hi, Geraldo. So what is it about him? Guys, there's a lot of people protecting Trump and protecting him. He reminds me, guys, of like a different version of Alan Dershowitz. By the way, have you seen? He's been quiet lately. Have you heard lately from what's up with Alan Dershowitz? Where is he not, guys? Why is he not? Isn't he not going to prison to help Ghislaine? He's not going helping Ghislaine. Alan, what happened, Alan? Alan, what's going on? Let me see here. Alan, what's going on? He's the shame. The shame, guys. You know what you know how like it's showing me here, like how Alan Dershowitz, this whole time he's been trying to stop those law. You know, there's a lot of lawsuits going on here in New York too about those documents. They want to hide the documents. And he's crying, oh no, the documents. Like this stuff is coming out. Stuff is coming out. And not just about the and guys, remember there was a reading I did just I don't know, the other week, a few days, it was even a week ago or something about Ghislaine Maxwell and how I saw that stuff would come out and it would not be what she will not be the one who made the revelations. There's stuff coming out about I think it's these documents related to these lawsuits of Epstein. Okay. And these documents are gonna come out and they're gonna make everybody look really bad. And so it's not something that she herself she wanted to keep it hidden. It was like I think it was the victims of Epstein who wanted to expose it and so forth. So it's all coming out, and the Dershowitz is like, oh, he's crying. He's like, no, no. But why? Okay, why are they so afraid? What is up? Why? Okay, why are these people so like? Okay, why are they so afraid? Because I'll be a criminal. It's interesting, yeah. Like okay, because like yeah, so the it's like okay to me it's so strange. It's like okay, so you had sex with the girls. It will be like I told you before, guys, I believe in some ways that there's a difference between, let's say that the guy, maybe he didn't know that the girls were young, or maybe it was once, like, I don't know, they were trapped in a party, like they thought the girl was so cute or whatever, like, but Dershowitz, guys, he knows the girls are really young. He's been many times, and it's like, come on, he's trying to gaslight the world. Those people are like this. They're gaslighters, and so they're trying to no, no, no. He the whole time they were saying I didn't do it. No, she's lying. She's like she's not. The girl's never lying. You are lying. You're the liar. No, really. So they just can't accept it. They can't. Just, you know what I'm saying, guys? Because it's like at least admit who you are, but they won't. They want their fight on tooth and nail all the way to the end to hide who they really are. Eventually it comes out. You know what I'm saying? So this is it. Okay. So okay. And it shows that those men are part of his network. Okay. That there's like they don't guys, it's so sad. Like they don't care about the girls ever. They don't care about like okay, if you real like okay, think about it, guys. If you realize like you're part of this huge like human trafficking network, you're like I would like hate myself for it. I would just feel terrible. But like you know what I mean? Like, but they kept at it, and now what they really are upset about is everything coming out. It's not what they did. Okay, it's not about the women or what they did. They regret anything. No, I don't think they're honestly most of them. I don't think they regret it. I think they just regret it because they were caught. That's it. Okay, because it became a huge scandal, and that's it. Okay, so interesting, no? Okay, so I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, so okay, now just a card here quickly. No, it's guys, it's good. Okay, so okay. Oh, somebody else mentioned. I forgot. I don't remember who it was. It was some random Twitter thing. Someone said, "I believe that Trump could be in jail by the time the Ghislaine Maxwell trial happens." But I think I looked. Remember, guys, I looked into it. I think she's gonna get to the trial, and at the beginning of the trial, she's gonna finally cut a deal. Okay, but is it? Let me just ask this question: what are the odds that Trump was gonna be in jail? I mean, let's just say how the person wrote it. Is Trump gonna be in jail by the time the Ghislaine Maxwell case starts in July of 2021? Right? What is it? Yeah, guys, I see him in like some uniform. Okay, like some I don't know if it's blue. Did I see blue before? I think blue or orange. I don't know. It's like I think he could be in some sort of psychiatric hospital. Okay, like or like not in a regular prison, but I don't see. Okay, is he gonna be free? A free man? Free? No, no. Yeah, I see there's like a prison like bars or like he's not free to go wherever he wants. No. Oh no. Okay, no. So yeah, so no. I think his watch, guys, and I think he's wearing a uniform, okay? And I think he's on drugs, like in terms of like psychiatric drugs, okay? So now quick question. Let me ask okay, two things. So let's now go back here quickly to the present. Okay, the present situation where Trump is fearful of Ghislaine, and then in a year, where is he going to be as relationship to Ghislaine? Okay, so let's do this. Okay, let's do this today. Okay, Trump and Ghislaine today. they're the relationship, the situation here, okay, for Trump and Jelaine. Trump, the world upside down for him. Oh no, yeah, you see it upside down, right? Jelaine. Oh no, look, very nice for them, because the world upside down and the wheel of fortune down for them. Okay, the offer. Okay, okay. So let's see here. Trump and Jelaine. What's happening to them, huh? Trump and Jelaine, huh? What's happening to them? We're tired of these monsters. Oh, prison for him, huh? Oh, look, guys, prison woman. Oh, yeah, there she is. There she is. So, so interesting. Oh no. Oh, guys, look. Is she in danger? Is she in danger? Oh. Uh-oh. Mm-mm. Uh-oh. Oh, look, the fun. That's right, the fun. You remember parties? Absent. Fun absent. Not here. Leaving. Uh-oh. Look, military. Okay, looking into her. That's right. The deals. Okay, so guys, I really don't want her to die. I just do not want her to die. Okay, I do not want her to die. I want her to stand trial and go to prison forever. Okay, so here we have the different situations, right? So here we have the world upside down and an offer. So there's like his offers, like he's dealing with the offers and the stuff he's done with the something foreign, and it's now the writer signifies it becomes, so whatever this is becomes news. The news are going to change things. Okay, the news are changed. News of change. Okay, and what is the news? Here was the prison. Who is in prison? The woman. The woman could create change. Oh, that's right. A change with an offer. Oh, here's what is the prison? Is because he went to some parties with people and absent. So the person is absent. Okay. So what is okay? What is this absent card here? So you know what's interesting? I see that the absent card. I'm asked this question. It's like imagine if you see. It's like you see. He looks back at the parties, and the elephant in the room, quote unquote, is that he was in all of them. Okay, the absent person is him. Where are you, Tres? I know you. You in the party? I remember you. Oh yeah, I remember. I remember you, Trump. So here, okay, here is the losses. Okay, so this is the wrong advice. The doctor. Okay, the losses. Okay, the wrong. So yeah, so it's just I don't know, guys. This is okay. This is yeah, I don't know that this is okay. This is like it's like the bad influences, but it's not just influences. He made it happen. Okay, now here's for her. Fortune upside down. The people, I think this is a celebration of like the people that once were like they were friends with her are not friends with her anymore. This is the group of people, and this is the group deal. Groupon? No, no, it's just like the this is health, but also it could be like an org chart. Okay, okay, and this is agreements. Okay, just see here. Yeah. So success. Okay, so successful people. Okay, now the weird thing. You know what? I wonder, guys, because this is some sort of agreement or success. The end of success. Success will end. So it's like this is also, guys. This card generally sometimes it doesn't have to mean death. It could also mean like a bad ending for her. It's usually a kind of like a fairly negative card. Okay, so it's like she was riding high, and now this is her end. Now the military here, to me, this means in this case the law enforcement is looking at her deals, like the deal that and this is the foreign, like the entanglements. It could also mean, because this particular case of her is about travel, how she would send these girls to the island. Okay, and this is private stuff, private deals that could end the people, that were like. So, guys, it's almost like she's tasting her own medicine. I feel for her. Really? No, not her. Medicine? She's a field medicine. So, so So you know what I mean? So so yeah, so okay, so this is okay, so this is a situation right now, okay? So things are falling for her, and she's seeing that, guys, she's a snake, and the worst is a very venomous snake, and now she take her venom is now touching her. She's, it's the same thing that she would do to others. She's now, okay, it's happening to her. Okay. So this is it. Now let's go to within a year. And meanwhile, Trump is afraid because she knows the secrets, like she was there the whole time. Now let's go in a year. July, her trial is, let's say July 15th, because it's supposed to start July 12th or something like that. All right, something like, yeah. So where is Trump going to be? Where is she going to be? Okay, where is he going to be? Where is she going to be? What's that? Oh no, oh no. Is that right, like this? Yeah, it was like this, upside down. Oh no. No more building for him? No more building for him, huh? Chaos. Oh no. Okay, so let's see. Letter for him, huh? Letter. He's fighting letters. Letters for him. Hmm. Oh no, he's sick. Oh, a little sick? Maybe. Oh no, what happened? He's a sick man. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Okay, so oh guys, look, this is Jelaine. Okay, look, the young girls, how sad, how disgusting. Look, how disgusting, how disgusting. Look, the girls. The girls. Okay, okay, I can't even. Oh, okay, let me finish it because I get mad. I get angry, a little angry. Okay, the cheating. Oh, oh no, 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 President, no, no, not him, no, 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 stop him, let him, let him, no, 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 no. Oh no, oh no, look, yeah, not good for him, no. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, look at the travel. That's right, money. Okay, so okay, but I have a lot to say here about Jelaine. Jelaine, yeah. Oh yeah, prison. There he is. There's prisoner in a year. There he is. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh no. No no no. Hmm. Oh no, sad no, he prison. Hmm. Okay. So okay. So now within a year, this is okay. So here interesting now. Okay, manipulation. Everything fell apart, falling apart for him. So I feel like in this case, it's like his own manipulation created legal problems for him, and now there's letters here, letter for him, fighting. So he's fighting letters. Yeah, he's indicted. Now he is. He's sick. He's kind of, guys. You know what I think is he in Bill? He's sick and he goes. Okay, he goes. Guys, here in New York, there's a hospital called Bellevue Hospital. That's when people have mental, like, serious, like, mental problem, like, not problems, not like I'm depressed, but like, Kanye type problems. You know what I'm saying? Like very serious, like mental, like, breakdowns like that. Okay, so here is the car that take said sick person. You sick person take go car. Go car ambulance. No, really, like, imagine he goes with ambulance. He goes ambulance. Yeah, he's sick, goes ambulance. So here is okay. Now this is cheating, and then this, guys, look how bad it is. So this is like a permanent ending. He has to go through ambulance somewhere, okay? Because no more Trump Tower for him. And this is like the thief exposed. And then what is the last card here? Prison. So he's in prison. It's definitely is the permanent ending here for him. Okay, he goes somewhere. It's not where he is. He takes a little card here. It's very painful for him. It's hard. It's stress for him, and no more building. Sad for him. Now here's Jelaine. This is chaos. Now, guys, okay, this is a card. Usually it's not literal. Okay, it's about waiting. There's stuff outside of your control. But I do think in this case, guys, I do think it's about Epstein. Okay. Okay. The hangman. Who's the hangman? It's Epstein. Okay. Sorry. And the chaos. Okay. This is offer. The bear, it could be bosses or personal finances. I think that it's about the situation where she compromised these men, and this is the offers from these men, the financial money, the money. Now here is, like I was saying, I was very upset about this young girl's teenager. Okay, and what is next to it? A lot of money. So you see what I'm saying? She made money. This is what is, guys, it's okay, it's not enough. It's not enough if she was like out there like getting girls raped or whatever it was. Okay, she was making money from them, like, that after she got the material of like compromising material, she would then make money from the men. That's what it shows here. Okay, so you know how sick it is. Like, not only weren't they just like raping her, the girls, or whatever they were doing, you know what I mean, sick. So the trip, and lots of, like, again, lots of money, the boss. Okay, and then here very sick, and then here, oh, yearning. So you see what I'm saying? So the stuff comes out about how she did it. Okay, and chaos would suggest that there's like the aftermath of all these revelations of what she's done. Okay, but the yearning is, in a way, I think is a good card for us, because it's like she's hoping that for something to happen, but it's just still, I don't see the situation changing for her. It's just that the truth is coming out. What is really bad is the situation for Brasileirão. Change for him, no? Oh, sad, no? I am very sad. I'm very sad. Very sad. So, so okay. So now I like it. I like it. This is interesting. This is interesting. I needed this. I needed this. Okay, guys. So, can you believe time flies? Okay. Okay. So, there's money for. Oh my God, there's a lot here. Oh, really? There's a lot here. Okay. So, okay, now let's. Oh my God, I have to run. I have to run because there's so much, guys. So much. Oh my God, can you believe? I can't believe. Oh my God. I hope it wasn't boring. Okay, it was interesting to me. I needed to know this. I needed. Okay, so Michael Cohen. Let's go to this, guys. Michael Cohen is suing Barr. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So is suing Barr and DOJ? Is he gonna win? Is he gonna get out of prison? Is he gonna win this and get out of prison? Because, guys, on the one hand, you could see this, but I could also think, okay, I'm scared for him in a way, right? In a way, I feel, I don't know. Is he safer inside of prison or outside of prison? What's gonna happen with the situation? What's up? I think he's freed, yes, because I see him, guys, right in front of the steps of Southern District. Okay, is that right? Is this Southern District? Yes, because the case of Vance is going to proceed, and this is, I feel like there's a bombastic thing, like he's giving a press conference in front. He's saying, I was illegitimately arrested because I wanted to speak the truth about this, and I'm going to witness in this case, and stuff. But I see that by the time he comes out, and it's like coincides with the stuff really finally coming out and more indictments. It's like, guys, he's saying here, I told you that Ivanka Trump and the children were going to be indicted. He's saying this because it's showing that, I think that I don't want to get too excited about it, but once the stuff is cleared out, guys, he had a lot of information on his kids. You remember? Michael Cohen did. So he's like, I have information from them. I have information. I have it. So I feel like he's commenting on it in front of the steps of the Southern District when I I mean, who knows? But I see that there's indictments of the kids, and he's there. I'm here to talk about this. I'm here talking. I'm talking. I'm talking. I'm talking. So so he's saying, because do you remember, guys, when he spoke inside Congress? I don't remember exactly what he said, but there was something either he said that Don Jr. Do you remember this? He signed something. I'm remembering this. It's coming to me. He signed something, or they were very aware of all of this, or wasn't there a story where Don Jr. was helping them, like, do you remember? I remember this very well now, that he was somehow the payments went through Don Jr. or one of the kids. Like, it was known to everybody. Okay, so they are involved in this because they're part of the Trump organization, right? This is true. This is true. So he not only, I think, he's going to be freed, but he's going to. That's the thing. Okay, so is it a? It's it's, guys, I feel like it's not just about the book. It's about this case that Trump is scared that people who know this story are going to speak. Okay. So, okay. So what happens to him next? Okay. What happens to him in the situation? Okay. Okay. So this is it. Okay. So okay, so just quickly, okay, so ISF, what, guys, please pay attention. I actually sent out, she posted something about Dr. Jack Brown. I had already sent it out in the actual message today. So when you receive the thing that I sent, please read, because sometimes I already said the thing that, what I mean, don't have to repost it, okay? So anyway, so I'm just gonna say it here, go back to the story that I'm discussing. Um is that he knows it's not just about the book. It's about a lot more than the book. He knows a lot. And he knows, this is the thing, that Trump is very nervous because Michael Cohen knows about not just the quote unquote the dirt, but the crimes, the stuff he's really scared about. This is the thing that Trump fears the most, even more than losing the election, is this, that he will go to prison because of all these crimes. And it's very likely to happen. Okay. All of this, okay, is going to happen. Okay. So now let me go back quickly here. Just see quickly the situation of Michael Cohen, okay, with the cards. So I think I see him being fine. Okay. Is he under, okay, just gonna ask, okay, is he under threat, like, of life and death? Is everything okay for him? Guys, I don't know if I, I almost feel like witness protection program. There's something, I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know why. Okay, why was he eating in the restaurant that day? Because he's also, say his personality. He wants to show that he's more resolved than ever to fight to fight Trump. And this is good for us, but it's kind of, I'm not too, honestly, I don't get I'm not too worried about him right now. I think he'll be okay. I think he'll be okay. But it's just, it's there. Okay. So, let's see the situation again. Michael Cohen is going to win on all those here, just quickly. Okay. So is he gonna, yeah, right. Okay. So yeah, he's in a good position, but there's a magician, the manipulation. But I think he cuts a deal. Okay, there he is. His strength next to him, gets what he wants. Oh, interesting. Oh, this is okay. If there's a deal, then if, like, it could be cutting the thing. He could be, how do you call it? Cutting the thing that sent him to prison or whatever that is. Okay, so far away, he's thinking about it. Far away thoughts, worried. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm waiting here. I'm waiting. Yeah, so here he's waiting, but he's very upset because he's desperate to expose the truth. I feel like, guys, honestly, I think he's also seeing this as, in some ways, like, that is, he has to do it, or he's afraid for himself if he doesn't tell. I think he thinks it's us. Now here's transfers, so financial transfers from this, the Gran Signore, that would be some sort of oligarch. Okay, so he knows about the financial transfers. Okay, so what happened? Okay, okay, what about the lawsuit? Does he win? Yeah, I think he wins. I do think he wins. Okay, I do think he wins the lawsuit. I do think. Okay, so this is good news. Okay, all right, right. This is good news. Good news. So no, it's clear, right, guys? This is clear. It was nice. The vision. It was very clear. He was right in front of He's stalking in public. He's doing all these things. Okay, and I see that it's going to come out that he was, this is illegal. I'll say unlawful, I guess would be the word. It's unlawful how he went to prison for these things. Okay. So next. Okay. So quickly here now. Oh my God. Okay, guys. Um, okay. So now let's go to Biden. Biden pointing fingers at Ron Johnson for collaborating with foreign services. This is big. Okay, this is important. So, guys, that guy, he's so creepy. He went to Moscow on July 4th. Also, Ron Johnson, and he basically takes the materials that Giuliani and his, like, Ukrainian mobsters give him. So this is like, he's essentially is an asset for this foreign power. So what is going to happen to him? What is up? Like, I love that he did that, but You know what I mean? Like, and I can't even, it makes me so. Okay, so what's going to happen to Ron Johnson? Whoa. You know, guys, the image I see is very scary. Okay. I hope it's symbolic, but I see that he's standing on a, you know, how you usually see those congressmen on a standing on a table. He's, you know, he's sitting at a table, like a, some sort of conference table. And there's like, you know, like there's men here behind him. They're like kind of like supporting, like putting their hands on his back. Hey, like he feels like their hands are right here. Like it, like the image I get is sort of like support, you know, this big supportive people behind him. Like he feels powerful. Like he feels like I have these essentially these gang people behind me. I'm fine. They want to help me. But they are truly supporting him in that sense. And then I see the next thing I see, you know, how I see the image of the scythe. His head is, he's decapitated. Next scene, he's decapitated, literally decapitated. And his head falls. And that's it. He falls. He's decapitated. Like there's not, you know, it's not very subtle. Okay. It's just very obvious. Like from one day, in other words, he's for now, he's, you know, he's doing this because he thinks he can get away with it. He has powerful people from his perspective, like supporting him. Right. So, so 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 that's it. Okay, the next thing is like again decapitated. That's pretty. So I don't know, I think in some ways, I think if he becomes too much of a problem, guys, I don't think he's gonna die, but it's just more like it's over for him. Okay, he's doing this because again he has support, but I feel like he's in real trouble. Okay, so what happens now? What happens next? What about Biden poking him and saying, "This is you involved with him. I know it." And I think Biden has seen the intelligence. This is true. They have the communications intercepted. Okay. So what happens next to him? And then I see the next thing, you know, moves along. He's like this, and then he goes to prison. Like he's interrogated. Okay, or like he goes. This is like an interrogation room. Okay, he has to tell what he knows, and eventually he's gonna. I see him. You know, he has white hair. He's sort of like, I don't think he's handsome, but he looks, you know, like I don't think he looks that he's older, but not, I don't know, he just looks aged. I think he's gonna have to go to prison. Okay, so because it's very serious. Okay, this crime is very serious. But what happens with Biden and like, you know, the fact that he was accusing guys, you know, I think you know what it is like he's behind, he's one of the people who was really pushing to attack his son, the son Hunter, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna get, like, it's not revenge, it's he's not backing away from that, and he wants like, oh really, let's go there, you want to go there, let's go there. Okay, so what happens with this whole thing with Ron Johnson? How does it end for him? Okay, how, oh, defeat, first card, defeat, he's defeated. Okay, by the way, do you know when he has elections? I don't know, because what happens to him? He's defeated. Okay, he's, oh, dark secrets for him. Yeah, so he's defeated. He's this is the battle. Okay, the final battle, and then this is dark secrets to come out about him. So okay, look, the government, the law. Okay, government corruption, and his friends. Look, the corrupt friends. The government is looking at his corrupt friends, government corruption, and his friends, that kind of thing. Okay, so the gifts, so his money. Okay, that's right, Gutadama. Who's the Gutadama here? Waiting. Oh, guys, it's also the waiting in 90 days. Okay, both of them. Okay, 90 days. Okay, so could be one, guys. It could, you know, I on my mind's eye, I see Audrey Strauss. Okay, Audrey Strauss looking at the gifts, like, you know, oh, that's right, you know why, that's it. Isn't Lev and Igor, aren't they connected in the case here in the Southern District? Aren't they? Like, that's it, exactly, he's involved in this case, I think, because he took materials and money from these people, guys, I think. Okay, so he could be involved eventually. You know what I'm being told here, guys, this whole the case about Ukraine, Trump was impeached for this, but it didn't end his presidency. But it's going to become a huge case in the Southern District. So he's involved in this. He's going to have to have conversations. Conversations. Okay, so Gossip. Oh, this is gossip, right? And this is would be consistent with the whole thing about, about what's his name, like the children and the lies and stuff like that. So he has an expected visit from these women. Okay, so in other words, like they know. I think they know, guys. He's a criminal. He's a traitor. Okay. So okay, he works for the enemy. And again, there's all there's information already, enough information. I think I see Biden having access to the information. That's right. He is exposed as an enemy. Okay, a true. I think I see him being indicted and everything for this. So, but he's not. Again, okay. So what is this image of the head rolled? I think at some point they're going to be like, the Russian whatever oligarchs that were behind him. They're going to be like, oh, I don't know him. Who? No, I don't know him. No, never heard of him. No, this is what they do. They burn the assets. Like, at some point when they realize a person is, they're like, I don't know him. Who? I don't know him. He's not one of them. True. Okay, so this is good, very good. Okay, so okay, all right. So next, okay, so next. Wow, amazing. Okay, so now, oh my God, guys, I'm gonna leave the thing of the Ohio towards the end because there's like some, I feel like more interconnected things here. Okay, so now let's go to Twitter taking down QAnon accounts. Now this is really interesting. Okay, I think it speaks of our moment. A lot of disinformation, a lot of stuff happening. Okay, so the QAnon accounts, as we know, we contextualize it also with the fact that Twitter was hacked the other day. We talked about it. I feel like it could be connected to this because I feel like it's not, they kind of want, they realize that the people who are responsible for this are connected to these accounts, these like QAnon accounts, whatever. So they're not just doing it, they're doing it because they know it's disinformation and they're like have a lot of like negative. It's not just negative, is that I remember the statement was like they operate multiple fake accounts. So there's a lot of disinformation. It's all connected to a lot of disinformation. So this is it. I believe it's possible that he could be, targeting the people they're pushing malware, or trying to harm Twitter. Okay, so what happens? Trump goes, guys, it's saying that the numbers of the people who follow Trump on Twitter are going to go down dramatically because a lot of them are bots. Okay, and this is how they use them. Those people work to amplify the message of Trump. And this is like when I say to people, like, don't repeat what he says, exactly that. There's a lot of bots, a lot of trolls that are copying what Trump says and make it look bigger than it is. So it's like, yeah, these fake accounts, they try to like create, what is it called? Hashtags, specific hashtags that promote certain, you know what I mean? So this is it. And I see even Barr is kind of upset. They're upset because their game, guys, they needed, the interesting thing here is that Trump needed social media, not just Facebook, but also Twitter to spread his bullshit. Okay. And if he's attacked, if they can't do it the same way, it's bad. Okay. So what happens? Okay. Let's tell me about the situation with Twitter and QAnon accounts. Okay. Oh, guys, it's so interesting because I feel like as I was saying earlier today, that there's a lot of revelations. This is this is like revealing, truth comes out about things. Okay. Unburdening again. There's a lot there, guys. Oh my God, money. So you know what? I feel like it's possible that there's also indictments connected to, I don't know, social media manipulation. This is, to me, is like this. They are talking, they see, because you know what it is, guys. This is like, Facebook pushes out those lies. Oh, don't know. Or have nothing to do. They know, they see these patterns. Just the same way I see, like, when there's like fake stuff, people saying things that are fake, or that people that are fake, essentially, I could tell. They can tell too. They know when something is big and there's a connection to these disinformation things. You could tell. It's pretty obvious. It's more than obvious. Okay, they know where those users are located. They know their IP addresses. They know all of these things. Even if they hide it, they can tell a lot of things. So they could reveal it, and this is related to this. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's see more information. Okay. Oh, lady. Let's see. It doesn't really matter who it is. Okay, but here, guilty. Oh yeah, guilty. Oh, look, guys, how interesting. The clouds, right? The internet, online. So guilty people online. You're guilty of trashery. Guilty. Guilty activity of trashery online. Oh yeah, they're doing shady things of trashery, and he went. This is the important. So he started. So Jack is telling the truth about what's going on behind the scenes, the treachery they do, the fake stuff they do online, and the payments. Interesting, guys. I wonder the payments. Court. Okay, so yeah, there, and he tells the police guys there is a law thing involved behind the scenes. Okay, it's not. I get the sense that it's not just that he doesn't like them, but he knows, and as you know, guys, whenever there's these investigations, Twitter and Facebook, they have to comply with subpoenas. So he knows, they know what's going on. We know that. Yeah, well, well, okay. So this is interesting. Okay, what else? Oh, he's worried. They're worried over there. Loyalty. So, oh, this is nice. Jacques. So I feel like it's interesting because he's worried and he wants to be faithful to law enforcement. Okay. Okay. So let's see here. Okay. So yeah. So I think, you know what, he realizes this is kind of interesting. He realizes his own platform is being kind of like, I think for him, for Jack, I get the sense that he was very like, it was very hurtful. It wasn't just that they were hacked, but he felt personal to him. Personal. You are you gonna mess with me? Are you sure? Are you sure? So that's what it feels like. I have to attack these people because otherwise they're gonna undermine my platform. They're gonna use for this bullshit. I don't like it. I'm taking it down. I'm done. There, I think he accepted some of it, okay. But then, you know what I mean? But then that was it. So, okay, so this is interesting, guys. This is also now the fortune of the business partners. Oh, that's right. This could be the group accounts and their shady goals. So I think there's something, I do think that again, he is doing it because they have harmed him somehow. But at the same time, like there's investigations going on, and those people that are involved in these accounts are somehow connect. I think it could be connected to Trump, to Trump and so forth, and those people, Russia, Trump, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Disinformation, huge disinformation networks, and that's part of it. Okay, so interesting. I find interesting. Find interesting. Okay, so okay, interesting. Okay, this is I like it. I like. Okay, now this is kind of scary. Sorry, I'm like this because it's a little scary, little scary. So now, guys, okay, I have more questions about. I don't mean to be going. This topic is heavy, but I think I need the conversations. So okay, I still have a couple questions left about the shooter of Judge Salas. Okay, so first of all, the question about aren't judges supposed to be protected? I did some research and I realized they don't have 24/7 protection unless you were under threat. But I guess she didn't get some sort of threat that they were aware of. But still, like, you know what I mean? The whole thing reminded me of the Epstein situation. Like the guy was in prison. People were supposed to look at him, so everybody looked at the other way at the same time. That seems kind of strange. Okay, so what's up with that? First of all, second of all, what? Okay, they said that the guy was found with a gunshot wound to the head. Okay, apparent gunshot. Like okay, I watch many crime shows, as you know. What something looks like at the beginning may not be what really happened. Sometimes the scene could be, they say, what is it called? There could be foul play. You know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows? Sometimes it's fake. They could try to fake the fake suicide. We don't know. Okay, anything is possible. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know, guys. I need to, I need for my, you know what I mean? I think the whole thing, I don't buy it. Okay. I just don't think this guy's alone. I don't know. I just, the whole thing is very shady. Okay. Very shady. How the hell? Okay. The fact that the judge was supposed to have protection. The guy had already, like, I think he said all these things about her. I think I had got a sense that he had harassed her before, but somehow nobody was watching over her. Okay. Don't you think it's kind of strange? I think it's very strange. Okay. I'm sorry. It's not okay. So what's up with that? Is it, tell me what happened. Is it normal, or was it just, everybody connected? It just happened like this. What happened here? Yeah, I first of all, I got the sense that he and there I hear, I see this kind of spirits, right? Where they're telling me, have you noticed how nobody's saying where he lived? Have you noticed how there's no information about the shooter? There's no, like, it doesn't say where he was living, or he's had somehow they're saying, have you noticed how nobody's talking about where he lived? So there is something, some information there. Maybe he didn't live alone. They're saying he didn't live alone. We don't know the story yet. Okay, so that's part one. And then it's saying that I see that he had, like a match, a match to light cigarettes or whatever, like a match. There's all this information about like I feel like he obtained her address in other ways. Okay, I don't. In other words, I don't think. I think obviously not obviously he shot her alone, like her family, whatever, alone, but I don't think he acted completely alone. People were able to give him information about where she, her routine. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he acted alone. No, like in the sense, you know what I mean? I don't think it was just that he was a crazy guy. Somehow he found this information, and I think, okay, let me just check here, okay? And I think, but then I think it's possible that he could have killed himself. But I do think there was like whispers, whatever you call it. I told you before, brainwashed or influenced, something. I just don't think that that's how it happened. Okay. I think he could, oh, this is the thing. He could have gone home, and then the people that he lives with, guys, there is something there. Oh my God. Stop the presses. I forgot. Oh my God, guys, okay. I forgot this. Okay. I have to tell you, this is crazy. So I never remember my dreams. I'm just one of these people that never remembers their dreams. Okay. Never remembers their dreams. Okay. So, so like, so I wake up and I was like, at some point, sometimes you have barely remember anything. So this is what happened. So then this morning I woke. I don't think I even was in the middle of the night. I don't remember. I just remember having this. I woke up with this, and it was like have you seen these crime shows where somebody was a nurse and they inject the person? There's like a tiny injection of a chemical that will make a person die. Like it looks like they have a heart attack or something. It's like something that you can even pick up in the blood. Like it doesn't show in the blood, something like that. Okay. So I feel like I just saw this image, like he was injected with something and then he was shot. Okay. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not saying this is what happened. It's, just because I'm doing seeing the vision, and I was like, oh, that's when I remember that thing. So they have to really do a thorough investigation to figure out the situation. Because I don't think I think he ran away. I think he may have gone home or met up with these people that he may have lived with. The people that he used to hang out with, whoever they were not, they were shady, okay? And they could have, you know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. I just don't think, okay, at this point, take it with a grain of salt, but I just don't buy the story that he was like, oh, there he was, a crazy guy who goes, shoots the one, kills himself. No, because you know what I mean? Like it doesn't make sense from his personality that he would kill himself somehow. I just don't get it. I don't feel like he's a person who would kill himself. Okay, I don't get it. I don't feel like that's his personality. But let's see here. What happened with how he died and how he committed the crime? Was it legit? Okay, let's see what the cards say. Okay, but that's something here doesn't seem right. Okay, so what happened? How, what happened with his the way he died? Is it what happened here? Why what happened? Was it, I don't know. Who knows? Was there foul play? Did he act alone? Okay, just one second. I want to put this aside because I want to see, did he act alone? What else? What? Okay, just one second. Okay, just quickly. Here, it would actually does indicate that he may have had some sort of like a love problem, okay, or something. Like here is like this abrupt exposure. I think we'll find out more about that. This is like, this is would be a White House upside down. I don't know that it's necessarily the White House, guys, but you know, but oh yeah, that's right, the money. I already forgot about the whole Deutsche Bank thing. Okay, so there's a business, that's right, the business here connected to the White House exposed, and this is like do something, keeping what they have, a big change related to the older man here, negative surprise and disgrace. Okay, then we have here Ace of Cups, emotion, coming out with something, the vision, and then we have here behind the scenes, love upside down. So I still feel like there's, guys, is some way, you know, I do think it's somehow connected to the Deutsche Bank thing. I do think, okay, it feels like this whole business would suffer if this stuff came out or whatever they're going to do. Okay, but let's see, was he acting alone? So I think, you know, it's more likely that he was influenced. Okay, was he acting alone or was he killed or whatever? Like, I don't think he was. And honestly, the cards don't okay, don't suggest that. But let's see. Is it okay, guys? I'm sorry, I'm focusing on this so much because I'm. Oh my God, it's 9 o'clock. Okay, is he acting alone? Yeah, I think, guys, you know, it to me, it does feel like this is the stuff connected to the whole thing with Deutsche Bank is a big thing here. Okay, so letter connected to the election, everything's gonna come out. The judge, oh, here's the judge creating division. The answer is the judge, the letter of the judge. Okay, so the judge here has this information. So okay, the gamblers, protector, the trip. Okay, so yeah, so soon. Okay, so I feel like, I think there was a desperate, I think, you know, the answer is, it's honestly, it's unclear to me. I feel like it's possible that he could have killed himself, that somebody was that shot him. I don't necessarily see cards like this. What I see is a person who's mentally unstable because after he was like rejected romantically from someone. And but the whole the motive here is like something connected to like getting this guy to do it because of Deutsche Bank. There's something here. Okay, so this is it. Now, oh my God, today was kind of, you know, guys, there's so much to talk about. You know what, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go now, but what I'm going to do next is I'm going to look into the other questions are also important, but I'll do it on my own, okay, tomorrow, okay? Because there's the questions of the Ohio thing is important, okay? And then the whole thing about the Scottish property and the, okay? I think it's important. So I'll look into it later, but I think I got a lot of the questions today, okay? I think it was important to find out. Okay, but let's see just quickly here, anything more about Judge Salas. They're keeping this investigation very secretive. Okay, and I believe it may expose more than one person. And I think it may eventually. I don't think, guys. I don't think Trump directly like wanted this. I mean, ordered this, but I think it's something to protect Trump and the information behind him. Essentially, yes. Okay, so okay. So that's my sense about it. Okay, but there's a lot more. There's a lot more. Oh my God. So see, this is why it's so much stuff, like it's crazy, all this stuff happening. You know, this is why it feels like it's very fast paced and a lot of stuff happening, you know, and a lot of, so I'm gonna go and I'll talk to you on Friday, but I'm gonna do this tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna post an extra video with just this stuff because I do think it's important. Otherwise, I just have a feeling there's so much could come out. Okay, as you know, it's crazy these days. Okay, so much could come out. Okay, so all right. Okay, so sorry about the interruption earlier, and but have a good night. Okay, guys. I hope you know. I hope it answered. I feel like I went over too long, but it's okay, huh? Okay. 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 So see you later, alligators. Okay. Bye.